Well, good morning, everyone. I'm Maddie Gullickson with the Affordable Housing Collaborative, and we are a group of concerned and interested citizens seeking to better understand the challenges and opportunities around affordable housing in our community and share more of the information and things going on with that for El Paso County. And this morning, we have the great opportunity to sit down with Darsey, and she is one of Colorado Springs' own developers, and she has some things to share about affordable housing here in the community and a little bit more of the developer's perspective on this challenge. And we're so grateful to have her this morning, and really appreciative that she's willing to open up her time and her home to us this morning. So I'm going to let Darsey introduce yourself, and then we'll go from there.
Thanks, Maddie. Yes, welcome into my home and my very demanding cat who took this opportunity right now to insist on my attention. So I apologize.
Well, my very demanding dog was put outside this morning, so for that very reason. I understand.
All right. Yes, my name is Darsey Nicklasson, and I am a real estate developer specializing in multifamily in Colorado Springs. My company is DHN Development. I've previously developed in downtown Colorado Springs with two projects, Blue Dot Place Apartments and Casa Mundi Apartments, both within a block of each other, right in downtown Colorado Springs. And in building those projects, they've been absolutely great and wonderful. I have two more projects that are coming up, and I'm very excited about them. They are a little bit different than downtown. They are focused on the southeast part of Colorado Springs. I think that's a very exciting part of town, with a lot of really great residents and culture, and so much, such a hidden gem in our community. So I have two projects going down there, and they're a little bit different than our downtown projects. We're focused on creating attainable housing, which means that we're trying to build for others refer to as workforce housing. So we're trying to get our rents where it'll be affordable by teachers and police officers and several others in that price range, trying to hit for the average those making the average median income. And then these projects are also set a little bit different in that they are designed for families. So it's a for rent type of product, but it's designed specifically with families in mind and kids. That's a little bit about what I'm doing.
That's very, very exciting. And when are those projects coming online, or have they already started?
Right. So the first project is Mosaica, and that is located at South Circle, Hancock Expressway, and Delta Drive. We have 223 units going in there. It's built in 5 and 6 plexes. We call them the Great House. They have large porches, shared fenced backyards. I'm very excited about the sledding hill. I'm very excited to work with Concrete Couch to build our playground.
Amazing.
So designed and thought for families, are using our community room, hopefully for an after school program, all kinds of things. So right now we are in the design phase and working through all of our construction documents with the city of Colorado Springs, as well as regional building. We're hoping to break ground in February or March of 2021.
Wow.
That's Mosaica, yeah. And it's Mosaica is obviously the Spanish word for mosaic. And we feel our community is like a mosaic where each individual is important, and each individual piece of a mosaic is important. And in each individual in our communities, we value them. They are important. We value the individuality, their heritage. But man, it's when we all come together that you make something beautiful, just like a mosaic. So when our communities come together and we start sharing with each other and caring for each other, it is really wonderful. So that's what we base it off of, is working like a mosaic.
That's beautiful. I love that. So, can you tell a little bit more about the other project that you referenced?
Right. So the other project is called Kaleidos. Think of a kaleidoscope and how a kaleidoscope changes your perspective. So if you're looking at something ordinary, something that you might not think as absolutely beautiful, when you look through a kaleidoscope, man, there's beauty there that cannot be seen, that is not ordinarily seen. And so we hope that people who live with us at Kaleidos actually look to change our perspective on their life, on their world, and their community around them, and see the beauty that is really there. That really we all need to be reminded of every day, right? Of everything that we already do have, and to be grateful. So Kaleidos is located on Murray Boulevard between Fountain and Shelton, and it's adjacent to Atlas Preparatory School. I'm so excited about it. It's almost more walkable than the downtown area because there's 2 grocery stores within blocks. We're behind the Sand Creek Library, across the street from Silver Key Senior Services, the YMCA, Atlas Preparatory School, Sierra High School. Like there's so much in that area to create a community. So I think it's a great place for multifamily. Once again, we're doing the same thing. We're trying to hit an attainable price range, simply because we think that's the right thing to do. My partners are all local. The Colorado Springs are local business owners, and they recognize the need that their employees, their colleagues, friends, and family need housing options that are not always on the high end, and what they can realistically afford. So I'm very proud of that. This is a group of local people working together. We will hold the projects, both Mosaica and Kaleidos, for 10 years so that we can control rents. And we're going to set rents as low as we can to make the whole equation of the development work. That's our goal.
That's amazing, Darsey. So first of all, just thank you for doing that and having that vision and putting your money where your mouth is and really investing in it and leading that. Both of those projects sound phenomenal. And so those are amazing opportunities. Want to be respectful of your time, and so just taking a little bit of the other side of it. What are some of the biggest challenges that you face in getting those projects move forward?
So development is actually pretty straightforward when it comes to financing and how this works. A lot of people think it's clouded in mystery, but it's really not. You build a product, so you've got construction costs of everything it cost us to build it, right? And then we rent the apartments. That rent has to cover the cost to operate the property. It has to cover the cost I have to pay back that debt that I owe a bank for that construction loan, right? Just like if you had to have a mortgage on your house, you have to cover that. So you have to cover your living expenses. You have to cover the mortgage on your house. And then I also have a loan, which is referred to as equity, but it's really technically kind of a loan from my investors. And I have, in order to borrow essentially their money, I have to give them a return, or you could think of it as an interest rate, almost on their money. So I have to pay our vendors, I have to pay the bank, I have to pay the investors. But beyond that, we're not looking to increase rent. So we will set rents where we can. So the biggest thing that I'm up against really is construction costs right now. Construction costs is something that's out of my control. The price of lumber has tripled since COVID started. So that's really gone up. So we're fighting with construction costs. We've got a couple things in our favor right now. If the debt financing side, interest rates are really low, so that's looking good. So I think to answer your question, Maddie, one of the biggest things that we're dealing with is construction costs, and trying to build a product that's a good quality product that we're going to own for 10 years. So we take pride in that, but trying to get the costs down low enough where it's affordable and meet all of the regulations, right? Everything has to have a sprinkler system in it. All of those things add up, and it's for the health and safety. And I agree with that, but it all adds up to that additional cost. So I've got a great team. We are doing our best. We will hold rents as low as we can, hopefully meeting the average median income, hopefully maybe a little bit lower. And that's what I can do, is keep that commitment.
Well, it's a
So
fine
it's a challenge.
thread. Yeah.
I've got a great team.
Yeah. It sounds like it.
So
And it's a tough needle
yeah.
to thread. Yeah. Yeah. Um, well, as a final, just kind of general question, is there anything that the community can do to better support your projects or projects like these? Whether it's just lending voice and support or anything specific that you would recommend more community members do?
You know, voice and support is always great.
Mm-hmm.
And Mayor Sellers is already talking a lot about affordable housing and attainable housing in the cities behind us, in moving these projects forward very quickly with us and helping us to meet timelines. And actually, Colorado Springs Utility has been great. They've really worked on us with us on reducing some costs that most people don't really realize is there, like the cost to get water to the site and so forth. So we've made some great partnerships in that way.
That's great.
We're always looking for people to partner with us.
Okay.
So that's an aspect if somebody is absolutely interested. And I love local partners. But then there's also, I'm trying to think, Maddie, I think I should have got more coffee this morning for this.
No, you're good. It was a little bit of a surprise question anyway. I apologize.
People's feedback is always good.
Yeah.
And to creating understanding, I've been connecting with the RISE Coalition in Southeast as well as others in making sure that we understand the immediate neighborhood more and the needs of residents. So feedback is always great. And I love connecting and hearing from anybody in our community. And that's really important. So I don't know. You can ask me later. I'll probably have 10 things. But
well, feel free to share them on our Facebook page. And with that, we just want to thank you again so much for your time. Again, this is the Affordable Housing Collaborative. You can visit our website at affordablehousingelpasoco.org. Follow us on Facebook. We're under Affordable Housing Collaborative, as well as on LinkedIn. And if you do think of any more things, please feel free to share that on there. If you're interested, please get involved. Contact Darsey and keep asking questions and keep learning, like with this opportunity. So again, thank you so much. Thank you everyone for taking a few minutes out of your busy day to watch. And truly, Darsey, you're a gem to our community. So thank you for doing what you do, and keep up the good fight. So thank you.
Same back at you, Maddie. Thank you.
Thank you. All right. Have a good day.
Have a good day.